Before we quickly start this video, I just wanted to make sure that this is going to be something different. I've, never talked about this before, and I've, was thinking to make this video for a very long time. Since the last video that I've uploaded on this channel, since that time, I've been thinking about this topic a lot, and yeah, I'm finally creating a video on this. And this is going to be pretty different, and this is going to be just me talking to you, and that's all. So if you don't have enough patience, or if you are expecting something really different, or kind of fancy editing stuff, this is not the video for you. This is the video for only people who want some real value, what is going behind the scenes, and not all the flashy visuals and only the wins. And this is going to be a very raw and authentic video. So yeah, I've got my iPad here, and first of all, let's start with a little bit of backstory. So last year has been a pretty great year for me, I would say, because but majority of the part of the year was not that great, because majority of the year I just struggled through my content and my business. I tried a lot, so that is one thing. But at the end of the year, especially in this like November, December, the fruits of all my I would say hard work and patience finally started to pay off. And I would say, yeah, it worked, but only because I was willing to not quit, even though it seemed like the whole world is against me. So yeah, in the last couple of months, my business has started growing pretty good, and my content is also growing pretty good, and also my Instagram page. But I messed up, literally. If you see I would say the last 3 videos, I think I've made a video about rebranding or stuff. When I created that video, I was literally over motivated, and I was not seeing the path very clearly about what's about to come. And like, to be honest, I was just being immature. If there's this thing with all of us creative people, that we have a lot of interest and we have a lot of things that we want to do. But yeah, that's also a curse kind of, because we cannot figure out what to do actually. So I went on that path again. I tried to do a lot of things at once. The one thing was obviously my Instagram page and content creation and business stuff. The other thing was I started another Instagram page that was, I was posting consistency like every single day on that page also. And then I started teaching AI and stuff. And I also was creating newsletters, and I also wanted to go for like X and what is this called, Threads. So yeah, all in all, I was trying to post on 5 to 6 platforms that really required or really drained me. And I was on the brink of quitting, or I was on the brink of burning out. But before this year, literally like on 25th or 26th of December, I just sat down and I just clarified my mind and made some sacrifices as a creator. I made some of the list. I, cleared the way, and I reinvented, or I would say I kind of branded my branding, or just re-strategized everything about my content and my business. And that is what I'm going to share with you. The first thing that I did was the first and the most important thing, I stopped creating AI content. No, I would say not AI content. That sounds kind of AI slop, but I was teaching, if you see the last video, I was teaching the director mode and how to use AI as a, responsible creator, and how to amplify your creativity rather than just replacing it. So I was on that path. But what I realized was that after posting 2-3 videos, I realized that it was extra thing for me, or it was adding extra thing on my life. What I mean by that is, this is literally what I teach everybody who asks me about consistency and all of that. I never want to add something into my life. I just want to see if there's something that I already do that can be, turned into that thing. For example, if you talk about content creation, if you're struggling with content creation, rather than, seeing like, how can I add this into my life? I'll, just go and see what are the things that I currently do in my life that can be turned into content creation. For example, many of the people who own business and they do the business work, and they want to start content creation, they can literally just document their whole day and what they're doing, and then how they are helping their clients, and then just record and post it on Instagram and whatever they want. And that can be converted into pretty good content pieces, rather than adding it as an extra scheduling time for shooting, editing, and all of this stuff. I hope it makes sense. So the thing with the AI and personal branding or content creation was that they were basically two different zones for me. I was posting content on Instagram that was pretty different from, like, totally different from what I was posting on YouTube. And both the things required a lot of energy and a lot of focus. So, for example, if I'm creating content on Instagram about content creation, that would be, let's just say, like from Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays. That is typically what it takes for me to create, like, for Instagram. And then Thursdays, Fridays, I just edit the video, like, edit the post. But if I talk about YouTube, I have to do that one more time. So because this is something new, again, I have to ideate on Mondays, and again, I have to script videos, and again, I have to shoot differently. So yeah, it was just an extra thing for me. And I knew that kind of it is not going to work, because it is only going to be, burning out for me. And also the second point was, my Instagram was already working, or is already working. So rather than, doing something extra and just looking for the, like, different audience on YouTube, why not just create content for the audience that I already have? I'm literally fumbling. I'm doing this after a long time. Sorry about that. But yeah, you get the point. Rather than tapping into a new niche just because I'm interested in, why not just dig much more deeper into the thing that is already working? I remember an example by Alex Hormozi. I watched this reel couple of years back. He was, he placed a couple of classes on his table. I think there was 5 classes, and he started filling them. And he showed that when you fill 5 glasses with one, a big bottle, nothing actually, fills up. But if you just focus on one thing, that is one glass of water, and if you try to fill it up, it will be filled. Or you can just fill the glass if you have, one thing in your arsenal or in your toolkit, because we are just focusing into that one thing. And this is that I realized. And for me, as a creative person or as a creative guy, I know that many of you will relate with this. Not doing something is much more painful than, like, doing it, because we are just literally, like, I'm just literally telling to myself that you cannot do this stuff, you have to stop it. And for me, it's just like, as a creative guy, like, I'm like, why not, man? Just try it. I'm just interested in it. But yeah, that is the thing. You have to sacrifice. It's not like the sexy thing that we can do all of the stuff. We can do anything, but not everything. That just explains a lot of it. So yeah, I stopped creating AI stuff and teaching about AI and all of that. What I'll do from now is, let's just start from this. This is the whole strategy of my, like, social media and all of that. The first thing was, this was pretty soccer for all of us, all the, guys who are in content creation and all coaching stuff. We were predicting to be, to, like, the end of social media because of AI slop content and all of that. Because what happened was that as soon as AI, started coming up in mid 2025, we all predicted that there would be a 1000x there would be a 1000x supply of all the content because of AI, because they can literally post 100 to 200 times on, like, one page by using AI content. So the predictions were that the supply will go way higher and the demand will stay at where it is, because only humans will consume content, but robots will make a lot of content, like much more than the demand. And then, it's just a losing game after that. But surprisingly, we are seeing a very violent revolt against AI slop content, or even the creators who use AI somewhere in their content. People are just, canceling them. And even the YouTube has, already banned the all faceless, AI contents channel. And that is just telling a big thing about, what we as humans are, craving right now. And that is not AI, definitely. And that just tells us the thing that what we are actually looking for. And we are actually looking for the human content. And this is a really big thing on whole social media. If you are a creator and you want to start your content creation journey, this is a really big thing for you, because we are re-entering the golden era of content creation. Because at this time, people are craving, I would say, 10x more human to human interactions. What I mean by that is, people are already canceling AI content. but they are also soft canceling all the polished wins and flashy visuals and all of that stuff. The people who fake on social media, they are also soft canceling those. So this is the best time to show your human side and show the real authenticity side. This video is just an example of that. This is just a video where I'm talking to you, and many of you are still watching this video till this point because you are connecting with me, and just because I'm just a human talking to you. And that is what is going to work in 2026, and I would say in the next 3 to 5 years, definitely. Because people are like, if you even look at the bigger stats, like lonely rates are rising in the world and all of that stuff. So people are really looking for people to connect, and that can be only done if you have a real content or a real person behind your content. Some of you would be also interested in AI content and all of that. So if you're like confused between where you should go, should you create AI content or should you create human content, then I would highly recommend you to create human content, because the AI content, I would say, is all in all a losing game. And I'm talking about the AI slop content, so the unlimited videos that you can upload on Instagram and all of that, because we are already seeing a massive revolt. Again, even if the chances decrease and people start accepting it, which is like really thin, but let's just say even people are accepting the AI content, the monetization part of it will still stay very weak, because people need to trust you before they buy, and trust can be only made through connection, and connection can be only made through human to human interaction. And that is why AI content cannot be monetized as much as a human content can be, because of the trust issues and all of that. People will not trust a bot. Trust me on that. Now, with that said, let's just come to the second point, which is human content evolution. This is all again connected. What we are currently seeing is that we need, as an audience, longer in-depth videos or live streams, or live stream is a big example. As you can already see, Gary Vee, Alex Hormozi, and all of them are currently doing live streams on their channel, and they are literally not even editing their videos. If you open the videos of the live stream that I've already done, you can see the videos. I would rank them a 2 out of 10 on retention editing and all of that, because if you can provide value through your long videos, that is all your audience needs. And again, this is pretty good, because the more time your audience spends with you, the more trust they'll gain, and the more trust they gain, the easier it is to sell to them, and the easier it is to make connection, cult brands and all of that stuff. Because it is really difficult to make deep connections with Instagram and short form content. You need some long form content like YouTube videos, newsletters and all of that stuff. But here's the point: if you don't have a strong personal brand, or if you don't have an audience that is already interested in you, then you should not do this in 2026. Especially if you're like just starting out as a creator, or if you don't have an audience that is interested in you, doing this long form YouTube videos and long form live streams and all of that will not benefit you, because all of these videos, as you can see, there is literally no views in this video at all, because these videos are not meant for growth. These are meant for only deepening the connection with your audience, connecting with them more, and that can be done if you don't have any audience. So yeah, if you don't have a personal brand, your primary job and the most important job is to create a personal brand as soon as possible, and then do this YouTube newsletter and live streams. And if you're struggling with that and you need a full blueprint to build your personal brand in 2026, then check the first link in the description. Now, coming on to the next point, which is pretty important, and this is something that is my goal in 2026. So there are 3 levels of your niche. The first level is the surface level. For example, your niche could be social media marketing. You must have seen multiple theme pages on this on Instagram, like social media marketing basic stuff. This is pretty good for grabbing a lot of attention and getting a lot of views, but the conversion rates or the percentage of monetizing this niche is pretty difficult, because literally you are trying to speak with a lot of people, because riches are in the niches. So the second level, which is deeper than this, can be social media marketing for business owners. So again, what we are doing is currently we are specifying the niche for a specific people. So now what we are doing is we are doing social media marketing for business owners. Now your audience pool becomes a little smaller, and what it does is basically, filter out all the people who are, trying to do social media marketing just for fun, and then target business owners who are really 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 serious about this stuff. And then your monetization percentage or the monetization chances increase by a lot, and you can charge high prices. Now after this comes the third and the most, I would say, deepest level of this, which is, for example, content psychology for business owners. And just by hearing it, you can already tell that this is a pretty deep niche, because we are not only doing social media marketing, we are not only doing social media marketing for business owner, we are doing content psychology for business owner, which is a really deep thing. And again, what happens is that your audience pool becomes smaller. This is literally the thing with business. The more specific your targeted audience is, the more money that you can make with that. And that is my goal with 2026. That is what I want to do. I want to like own a one single super like niche thing, or one lane about this, highly, I would say, targeted audience, and then, go on with my journey with that. Dominate that super deep level of niche, because that is exactly what makes you the category cult brand. You need somebody to think of you when they have a problem that you sell a solution for. So you become the go-to for that niche, and nobody can come close to your competition. And coming to the last thing, that is storytelling content. Because as I've said, this is all, by the way, connected to each other, because this all is pulling us towards the old age of, the starting point of social media, where everything was raw and real and all of that. So storytelling content is booming right now on social media, and it's going to be like that for a very long time, because storytelling content is again the authenticity type of content. Instead of just, teaching something, we, just try to teach it with a story, or just try to teach it with your story, or just try to teach it with a storytelling method. Because what happens is that anybody can, teach anything to you. You have ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Perplexity, again, all of the AI stuff. But what you need is to stand out, especially in this social media game, is to be real and to become memorable. And to be memorable, you need a story behind it, because people don't remember facts, they remember stories. So you need to learn storytelling, and don't worry, I'm going to make a lot of videos in the future about that. So yeah, you just need to learn storytelling in 2026, and then you can also dominate your niche with storytelling, because literally, I would say, majority of the people are not doing this. That can be your unfair advantage right now. Let's just recap this video. This was really, really unstructured, raw, unscripted kind of videos, because I was thinking to create this video for a very long time, but I was, planning and all of that stuff. Today only, when I, did this all setup and all, and wanted to had this video on my to-do list, I came up with another problem, and that was I don't have the right structure, or I don't have the right visuals to tell this or record this video. And I was like, bro, you are just making excuse. Just post and just record and post the damn video. You can't wait for long enough. So yeah, let's just recap, and let's just do the thing. The first thing would be to post long form videos just like this. I will be posting longer form videos on YouTube, and I will be not only posting long form videos about my expertise and all of that stuff, teaching and all of that, but I'll also be posting about my personal life. So there has been a lot of things going on recently with my life, and I just really want to share it with someone. And as you know that I don't really have any friends in my real life, so you guys are the one. So yeah, I'm just going to share a lot of stuff with my personal life, and also teach you a lot of things about content creation and all of that stuff. So yeah, YouTube long form will become the backbone of my content strategy in 2026, and I'll be consistent, because I finally cracked the code. Before this, the reason for my inconsistency was that I didn't know what to post on this. I was overthinking every stuff and all of that, and that is exactly why I started teaching AI, because I thought that would just make me consistent, but it actually did the opposite thing. So yeah, long form videos about my expertise, and also about my personal life. Now the second thing would be my newsletters. I would say this would be a pretty yeah, this is a kind of hack. Whenever I post a long form videos just like this, what I can do is just take the transcript of that video and then make a newsletter about it, and then convert that YouTube video into a newsletter, and then take the same script and then make it into a carousel. So yeah, this is literally a thing that I thought about it in last night. That is the thing. So the all the three content pieces becomes the, like, I would say, uh, generates from one video or just from one content piece. And this is really important if you want to stay consistent. You don't really need to come up with a new idea every single time. So yeah, that is the one thing. The second thing is about newsletter. I would also write some newsletters whenever I cannot record uh, YouTube videos. And then Instagram is working perfectly fine. I think, I'm not pretty sure about this, but I think I will hire an editor in future in this year, and for like posting reels and editing these YouTube videos, because I'm not currently posting reels, because again, it's a time, and also how Instagram is working right now. I would say the 80-20 rule is kind of applying with me on my carousels. I'm getting a lot of results with my carousels, so I don't see a point of posting reels. That can be, again, extra thing for me. That is the three things. And yeah, also I've already started one-on-one coaching on Instagram, and for content creation and all of that. The ultimate goal of my the ultimate goal with my business would be to nail one offer, as I've said, that can be only done if I nail one like the super deep niche. If I do that, I can also nail with one offer. It's just about simplifying. The way I simplified the YouTube and content creation, I also want to simplify my business, because I don't want to have 10 products and then have scattered sales and all of that, and I don't know what is the like main area or like the main product where is sales coming from, and then it's all scattered and all. I just want to have one single offer by the end of this year that makes me about $10,000 per month, and just simplicity. I'm like yapping a lot, but I'm doing this after a long time. But yeah, I'll get better with this, talking to the camera and all of that. So yeah, that is my strategy, and that is for this video. I hope you gained 1% of value that I wanted to share with you, the personal life stuff, because a lot of things has happened in just last month. So yeah, I think also that would give a new perspective to this channel, the storytelling perspective. And just I don't have any intention with it like to grow my channel or to make money off of this. I just want to like share and talk about some things, because again, I don't have anyone to talk about it. So yeah, I hope it helps, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep creating.